By so your point was yeah, then looks like heads and the tails. Heads. ये फिर कौन आ गया ऊपर? भगा फिक्स तो भगा गेमर लॉबी एक मिनट को स्टार्ट करके एक बार चेक करते हैं और वैसे भी बोल रहे हैं अगले में तो क्या करेगा स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट नहीं हो रही है
Let's hear from the crowd.
Your
Make some
team is
noise for
banning.
yours truly.
I am more
Your
than
team
a
is
weapon.
banning.
Always on the way.
Your team is banning.
Let's fight to our heart's
Your
content.
team is banning.
Only love and night
Your team
are
is
everlasting.
Here we can see that. Hello guys, welcome to the stream whoever's watching, and
Your
we can
team
see
is
that
banning.
By lantern's
one people
light.
have already started watching. So please join soon, and we can see that the first pick might be a Badang pick here, a very good pick and a destroyer with the Swiss break ability
Your team is picking.
has been locked down on the hands of Joy. And it is gonna be a hurry that's gonna be picked perhaps on the pool lane on the hands of 17k Stabin. Perhaps might even we might even see
Strikes
some
like a
link gameplay
splitting
here.
wind.
True love
But
is like
here
blood.
we see
Team
that
is
they have
picking.
let go of the Harit and instead prioritize picking on that Carmilla here. Perhaps that Harit was a bait pick. They might pick it later, but are the Sky Kings gonna let go of the chance? Or are they gonna prioritize picking that Harit first? Whatever it is, it's gonna be exciting to
When
see,
you
and
gaze
we
into
can
the
see
abyss,
that
Whoever one chose
they're
you to
not
think your
prioritizing the
strengths
gold
have
lane pick
plagued
here,
this
and
world.
instead they're going for the Suyu and Selena combo here. And perhaps we might see some
The
Xavier
choice is
team
gameplay
is
here
mine.
from the
banning.
side of HAVOC here. HAVOC is on the red side, and Skykings
time
on the
to
blue
drop the
side.
beat of the
Your
flash.
team is
And I'm not
banning.
sure what is going on through their minds, banning Joy here in the second phase of the drafting here. But it's definitely gonna be interesting to see it because they might be thinking that Joy can go EXP perhaps, but I would not suggest that outcome here since the Suyu jungler has already been picked. It's not gonna be another jungler or an jungler who needs so much farm and setups here. So that's gonna be taken care of, and perhaps they might go for a wild read ban from the side of Sky Kings, but it's gonna be a
Let's go.
first pick
Your team
for the
is
side of
banning.
Stab Havoc here on the second phase of drafting, and it's gonna be a last pick picked up by them.
Light will fall prey
Is it?
team
to
is
Is it?
banning.
Am I witnessing a ranked game here, perhaps? Because from what I can see, that Argus has been banned here, and it all comes down to the final pick here, and it might as well be a hurried ban to prioritize, or they might even let go of that hurried and ban
I am not the only one
hero that
bound
Your
can
by
team
this
is
counter the
picking.
chains.
Badan perhaps, and it is gonna be a phobias ban, and perhaps,
Magic is
just
my life.
perhaps, it is
Your
gonna
team
be
is
a hurried
picking.
pick from side of Havoc. And what is gonna be the answer to that hurried on the goal lane is gonna be a thing to see. And Super Spryzen looking confident here on that Brody pick. Perhaps he might even go Brody, but we can also see that Granger is also open, but he has potential pick-off
Pain
factors
is the
in the form
proof
of
that
that
I'm
Ling
still
as well as
alive.
that Xavier. So that might not be the ideal route to go here. So he has logged on to that Brody,
Fight for the
along with
ultimate Your
the
team
lady
is
with the thick
picking.
thighs. Hilda has been picked off as the EXP laner for the side of Skykings. Now looking at the EXP pick for the side of Havoc, what they're gonna pick. Hmm. Don't tell me it's gonna be a Zilong. Sheesh. Freya or perhaps Terizla might be a good combo for them, but I'm not sure what they are going for. So I think they're just happy to play the tournament lobby, and they might go for the skins in the form of that Alpha Legend skin, but they're being awfully cautious here, as the EXP laner determines a lot of
Let them play the
snowballing in
hero.
the early game.
I will
So
be the
that's gonna be
truth
a
this world
dragon
desperately
Yuzong
needs.
picked up by Havoc here. Hmm. Draft wise, I would say both teams have done a good job here. And since that Carmilla's ultimate can come in clutch, and that Bloodout can be a very detrimental ultimate ability in the hands of Havoc. I'm not sure how Sky Kings will deal with that, but both teams draft wise looking very strong, and we are gonna dive right into the game here.
Welcome to Mobile
And that's the
Legends.
beginning of the game, my friends. And here we go
5
diving
seconds
into
till
the
the
game.
enemy reaches the
You can
battlefield.
see that
Smash
Jojo
them.
is starting at perhaps the red
Ultimates
buff,
deployed.
while lazy as fuck. Right, let's call him Rai. Ray is gonna start at the red buff as well. That gives an open opportunity for the team to contest the red buff, blue buff. for the lane. Perhaps you might even go for an invade here. But that's all dependent on the gameplay, on the team that follows. But boy, doing a very fantastic job at throwing out the enemies here, providing critical vision that is much required here. And that's gonna be fast. Spamming recall onto enemies lineup, but that's gonna be an unaffected micro. Spamming skills onto Ben. That might be a early skirmish. Heavily ongoing for micro and Ben here. Here we go. Let's go to Joy Boy. That's gonna be a very early invade, and that's gonna be Ray taken out. Very good invasion indeed, but that's gonna be costing Joy Boy his life. And Jojo on the top lane, securing that kill onto Stabin there. Lazy as fuck is gonna be lazy and is gonna be not in time to take that gold buff here. But that's gonna be an unaffected initiation onto Super Surprise in there. And 10 seconds till the turtle spawns, and here we can see that they are heavily focusing onto that Brody in the hands of Super Surprise in there, and perhaps it is time for the turtle dance to finally start. But it's gonna be Joy Boy spotting out Ray in the bushes and zoning him out away from the minions. But Joy Boy really needs to watch out for that immobilize coming in from Xavier, or he might lose his life. But that's gonna be a beautiful initiation onto Ben and forcing him to use his dragon form, and that's gonna be beautiful twist break onto two members of HAVOC there, and Ben was instantly bursted down, giving the opportunity for Jojo to take that turtle. The turtle is going nowhere for the side of Skykings, and they're gonna secure it without a contest there. And beautiful initiation onto Super Sprite as I can see, and he is gonna fall in the top lane. That was some bad judgment. He thought he could take out 3 members at once without any help of his team, but he was wrong. He was wrong. He was dead wrong there. But it is what it is, and teammates were busy in the bot lane, and that might be an abyssal arrow, a beautiful stun on Stabin. But Stabin is not gonna be worried, but that's gonna be Joy Boy eventually picking up that kill after Gamer XD. A beautiful initiation as well, and that's gonna be Super Micro looking up in a bit of trouble, but still unaffected by the dragon scales off on that Yuzong, and it's gonna continue farming very peacefully unless that's gonna be no initiation onto Micro as of yet. Micro sitting at a 0-0-2 right now. And Joy Boy invading enemy lineup like he's made out of stone, but that's gonna be a missed fist break. That's gonna be a bloodhood connecting onto Jojo and Joy Boy. Jojo is gonna back away, but can Joy Boy do the same? But that's gonna be Gamer XD zoning them away, and that's gonna be a dawning light onto the members of Skykings, but that was a failed dawning light. And that's gonna be a beautiful lane clear coming in from Gamer XD. And a beautiful stun abyssal arrow connecting onto Ben there. And that's gonna be a petrify used onto Gamer. Gamer, is he gonna escape this predicament? No, he is not. He's gonna be taken out on the hands of Davin there. And Ben initiating again, and I think his dragon form might just be about to run out there, and Micro initiating onto Stabin, and Jojo eventually taking him out. Ben caught in the middle of 3 enemies there. Is he able to survive that? But no, he is gonna be focused on and bursted on by that torn apart memory on the hands of Super Spice in there. And that's gonna be another turtle for the taking for the side of Skykings. And it's gonna go uncontested here as well, because I think Ray is quite busy ganking the EXP lane instead of the gold lane perhaps. Micro looking awfully confident here. Does not care what is happening, but here we go. Let's have a look at Jojo here. Jojo doing initiation after initiation and taking down Stabin on the top lane. Micro, there is no support to back him up. Is he gonna survive that onslaught coming in from Greedy and Ben? And there we have no sprint activated as of yet, but now he has. And that's gonna be him skating away peacefully. Ah, enough time to show out, my friend,
Red
but
team turret has
that's
been
gonna be
destroyed.
perhaps a successful lane defense from Micro, but he is being immobilized and
Blue team
constantly
hero
in a
has
form
red
of
team hero
two
has been
versus one
slain.
situation there. But he still somehow miraculously survived. While on the other side of the map, you can see that Ben is using his dragon form to initiate onto Gamer, taking quite a bit of HP there, but he is forced to retreat. Fist break coming in from
Red
Jojo,
team
and that's
hero
gonna be
has been
Micro
slain.
taking out Ben there in that fight. I don't think Sarmukron can survive that, and that's eventually gonna fall down on the hands of Jojo, perhaps.
Unstoppable.
What a beautiful team fight we can see incoming from Skykings. And here we can see that there are levels ahead of HAVOC here. We're gonna go ahead and choose Jojo and watch his gameplay for a while.
Red team hero has been slain. Red team turret has been destroyed. Red team hero has been slain. Red team hero has been slain. Monster kill.
Jojo not falling down even after so many attempts on his life. That's gonna be a dragon form taking almost all his life,
Red
and
team
he
turret has
is
been
eventually
destroyed.
gonna fall down onto the hands of Ben there. And that's a beautiful abyssal arrow connecting onto Ben.
Red
But
team hero
he
has
is
been
gonna fall
slain.
along with Gamer from the side of Skykings there. Joy Boy making a tire escape. And Super Surprise and
Red
coming
team
in to
hero
finish
has been
off
slain.
what was left of Havoc squad there. And that's gonna be a beautiful torn apart memory. And that's gonna be a taunting recall in the mid lane there from the side of Skykings. And another initiation onto Aizen there, taking him very low, but
Shut
he
down.
is gonna fall down on the hands of Ray there. Ray taken very low, and he
Mega
is gonna
kill.
fall as well on the hands of Super Micro. Super Micro looking awfully tanky there. Do not be mistaken by those hands, but that's gonna be a beautiful
Red
fist
team
break
hero has been
and a
slain.
burning damage onto Ben, taking him down. That's gonna be another initiation by Gamer XT using that abyssal arrow. Turn after stun incoming from that hero, but eventually he's gonna stop. When Jojo has taken the blue buff, he is gonna initiate onto the enemy lines. Havoc looking mighty low there, but that's gonna be Micro. That's gonna be a
Red
shutdown
team
picked up
hero
by
has
Sarmu
been
Koran.
slain.
And Ray is focusing mightily onto Joy Boy, but Joy Boy is unfazed by that dragon form or that tempest of blades there. And that's gonna be a beautiful retreat, but that's gonna be another stun incoming on Ben. Ben is gonna be taken very low, surviving on that
Red team
dragon
hero
scales, but
has
he
been
is gonna
slain.
fall on the hands of Jojo and Gamer.
Blue
A
team
beautiful
has slain
combined
the
kill
Lord.
on by both of them, and that's gonna be a beautiful Lord Secure on the hands of Sky Kings. Dawning Light, but that's not gonna be very effective onto the members of Sky
Blue
Kings as
team
of now.
turret has
They
been
are level
destroyed.
ahead of you, and that's gonna be a beautiful poke incoming onto Ray there. There's gonna be a Bloodwood, but there's no follow up on that. And
Red
that's
team
gonna be a beautiful takeout of Samu Korang there. The Boomer being taken out just before the Lord marches on. They are not focusing on Stabin, who is out there pushing the turrets like
Blue
Mr.
team turret
Pancake.
has been destroyed.
And that's gonna be another mid lane perhaps captured by members of Sky Kings there, and Gamer finally
Red
making
team
his
turret
way
has been destroyed.
towards the top lane. But is he
Red
gonna get
team
caught out?
hero
Yes,
has
that was
been
a
slain.
beautiful whistle arrow, but no follow up yes of yet. That was a burning damage. Oh, that's another stun. That's another stun, making time for Micro to initiate on to stab it. and he is not gonna be
Killing
able to come back
spree.
from that. That's enough of you, and enough of the pushes. You need to contribute more to the team fights, but that's gonna be Spryzen using his
Mega kill.
oh, oh, but
Blue team
Aizen
hero
again caught in
has
the
been
bind and he's
slain.
gonna be taken out. Although he is gaining the kill lead, but he
Double
is
kill.
still need to improve on that positioning of that hero.
Blue team hero has
And
triple
Jojo
kill.
taking quite a lot of turret shots there and eventually is gonna fall
Double
on the hands
kill.
of Ban. Ben there getting caught
Red
out by
team's
Joy
turret
Boy,
has been
but he is
destroyed.
standing still strong thanks to that dragon scale ability. And that's gonna be a beautiful abyssal arrow onto Ben.
Killing
Ben is gonna
spree.
go down on the hands of Gamer there. Another stun on to
Mega
stabbing
kill.
and stabbing along with that Badang and Selena combo. He's not gonna survive that onslaught incoming from them. And that's a beautiful takedown of
Red
that
team
top
base
lane
turret has
turret as
been
well. And
destroyed.
Gamer making his escape from Spray there. But he is probably not gonna survive that. I retract my words. He is surviving to fight another day, and he
Red
is
team
not
base
even
turret has
went
been
on
destroyed.
on a recall right now. He, all the members of Skykings looking mighty strong there, and there we have the special emote incoming from the side of Skykings. That's gonna be another abyssal arrow caught by the head first of Ben there. Vengeance is gonna be used early by stabbing, and
Red
Star
team
Pouring is gonna
hero
fall
has
on the
been
hands of Super
slain.
Spryzen there. Super Spryzen dealing some heavy damage onto the team. Joy Boy is gonna go down, but it might be a game end for them. Super Spryzen again focusing on to the
Turret has
members,
been
but
destroyed.
he
Red
is
team
gonna
hero
force the
has been
dragon scaling
slain.
ability. But
Blue team
Suyo
turret has been
on that
slain.
hands of Joe is looking mighty strong.
Double kill.
Joe is gonna take the game home perhaps, and he is in his form to do that. But there's gonna be Sarmu Oreng
Killing
eventually
spree.
spawning, but that's gonna be Jojo stealing away the kill on two. Greedy Gaming there. Greedy Gaming is gonna fall on the hands of Jojo, leaving nothing but the base turret to defend for the side of Havoc. Joy Boy making his way into the enemy camp, but he is gonna get caught out by that vision incoming from Havoc. Joy Boy hell bent on spamming that recall. Here we have Super Micro just running around the base using his sprint. That's gonna keep him alive. And Super Micro not even bothered by his
Blue team
HP at
has
the
slain
moment.
the Lord.
And they're gonna take secure that second Lord for the game. Super Micro going into the bushes, finding a moment for attack there. And that's gonna be some mighty damage. Oh, that's gonna be a
Red
fist
team
break
hero
onto
has
two
been
enemies.
slain. Blue team
Sabu
turret
pouring
has
and
been
stabbing are
destroyed.
gonna fall.
Mega kill.
And Ben, here we have the initiation coming in from Ben. Joy Boy there,
Blue
looking
team
mighty
hero
low,
has
but
been
Spryzen is gonna fall
slain.
in that skirmish there. We just need to make way for Jojo to arrive on
Shut
time, but that's gonna
down.
be Gamer taken very
Blue
low
team
and
hero
eventually is
has
gonna
been
fall
slain.
on the hands of Ben there,
Red team
but that's
hero
gonna be
has
Micro
been
coming in a
slain.
clutch and destroying him. That's gonna be a dawning light to defend that turret, but I don't think that they can hold it for long given that Skykings have a surmountable amount of lead right now and they have almost all their turrets remaining. It's gonna be a very tough match for Havoc to come back from. And there's gonna be another initiation onto Ray, preventing
Red
the
team
pickup
hero
of
has been
Red Buff
slain.
and Super Micro just ganking Ray when he is vulnerable. Micro tanking all that damage incoming from Stabin and he is not moving an inch. That's gonna be a Joy Boy initiation that he might be looking for, but that's he gonna be immobilized there for quite a minute. And that's gonna be a beautiful fist break onto two people of Havoc. That's gonna be a blood out caught by Joy Boy, but he is gonna take down. Spryzen is gonna take down Ben there. Stabbing, escaping with a slither of HP, but he is gonna taken out by that Tornapod memory. That's gonna be a double kill picked up by the hands of Spryzen. A triple kill for Spryzen there. surprise and going wild on that Brody, but that's not him, that's Brody. And with that, game number one comes to an end for this battle of three.
Victory!
And we're gonna be diving into game number two with that. And we're gonna have a look at the chats as well. So because we missed the chats last time, not sure what anybody was saying. And here we have a few members of Skykings here supporting their family. And here we can see May here. Jake is also here. So is Soso and Jin.
Time to drop the beat of the
Your
flash.
team is banning.
Here we have
Always on
Hazak
the
in the
way.
lobby as well.
Your team
Cheers,
is
cheery,
banning.
yo. We have 6 people watching. Let's go, guys. Support your team and kill the opponents. Let's go slaughter these HAVOC team
Butterflies
here.
born by
Your
thy
team
wish,
is banning.
guided by lantern's light.
There was some beautiful stunning coming from Selena last game, so it might be wise for HAVOC to ban out Selena this game, perhaps if it's being too much for them. But they're gonna be focusing the prioritization of banning onto Joy and Zuxin, whilst we can see the bans incoming from Skykings are very meta and they are banning out the Matilda
Let's
right
open
at
the
the beginning,
crowd.
along with
Your
Some
CC.
team
noise for
is
yours
banning.
truly.
The Immortal One chose me to
Your
vanquish the
team is
shadows
banning.
that plague this world.
That's gonna be a new subscriber added for me as well. Thank you
No one
so.
can escape my iron
And
fist.
thanks
Your
for
team
watching
is
your
picking.
team and supporting them.
This
And
time,
it is gonna
the
be
choice
Your
is
team
another
is
mine.
Xavier
picking.
pick that we are seeing, despite of so many
When you
good
gaze into
managed,
the
well
abyss,
managed
the abyss
CC
stays
heroes.
open.
Cecilion is open,
Your
but they
team
have
is
chosen to
picking.
go with the Xavier again. And this time we're gonna see the prime Hylos on the hands of Joy Boy here. Joy Boy is getting picked out, and they're gonna stick with that Selena pick on the hands of Gamer
I am
XT.
more than
And
a
here we can
weapon.
see that Julian has been picked from the side of HAVOC. A very good pick considering their lineup. And it might be a bit of a trouble for the side of Skykings. But what are we seeing? What we were witnessing right now is the beginning of the Marksman era, and
Experience
it
the
is the Granger
euphony of
getting
Your
locked down
team
from
is
suffering.
on the hands of
picking.
SBR Grady Gaming. And perhaps it might be. Let's hope for a Harith or a Erithial pick here, because that's gonna be banned out in the next phase. So it might be wise to pick the Erithial right now.
Magic is my life.
No,
Your
it's
team
gonna
is
be
banned.
a Harith picked up on the opposite lane of Granger here, and that's gonna be Spryzen riding on that Harith. We're gonna see some dashes on that hero perhaps, and we're gonna see the championship skin for Evos also. So stick around and keep watching as the second phase of drafting begins. And this is gonna be another hero banned
Vessel
out
of
for
Iron.
Your
preventing the
team
lineup
is
going
banned.
corrupt, and it's gonna be a Gatut ban. Kacha has been banned from the side of Skykings here. And are they gonna stick with the Carmilla pick this time around? It might be good this time considering that they have so much burst potential this time. HAVOC still going strong despite their loss in the previous match.
Mighty oaks from little
Your team is
acorns.
No,
banned.
they're going for the Balearic ban. I'm not sure how that makes sense, but it's gonna be a Balearic ban
I'm
here
not the only one.
for the
Your
side of
team
HAVOC,
is
and it's
banned.
gonna be a ban on two Phobius. Phobius has been banned out from the side of the Skykings here, and they're gonna be banning
Your
another
team is
tank
picking.
for the side of Skykings, and it might
Fight to
be
our
a
heart's
super
content.
micro
Your team
Lucas
is
that we might
picking.
see in this game. And here we have a mighty pick coming in from Sarmukrang this time. They are going ahead with that Atlas pick. And perhaps, just perhaps, we might see Ben on a different hero this time. That might be going. It might be an
My
Julian
blade
going
strikes like a
EXP.
splitting wind.
That's gonna be a difficult match for them to come back from. But it might be a Kalia getting picked by them. But it might as well be the Atlas. The choices are in their hands, and the time is running out. What's it gonna be? It might be well in their opinion to pick up that Atlas, but it's gonna be a dicey pick for
Your
them given
team
that
is
Lucas can
picking.
immune the CC incoming from them. And it might be, we might be heading into dangerous territory here, my friends, because we are seeing the Jojo
Security! Sancho!
might be on that fanny, but no, it's the Hayabusa getting picked. And that's a beautiful draft if I had seen before, but as we can see, that's a role reversal here, and Ben is gonna be sitting on that jungle right now, and it's gonna be Ray going to that EXP lane for the side of HAVOC here. Stabbing still on that. Stabbing and Greedy Gaming have also like swapped the roles. And Greedy Gaming is on that goal lane this time, while Stabbing is going the mid lane route. And Sarmukron is still on a rumor, whilst the rules of Skykings still remaining same. Joy Boy going room, Super Micro on EXP, Jojo on jungle, and Super Spryzen and going golden, and Gamer is going mid with that team. And we expect mighty things from Selena. We're not asking you to rush it, but it's gonna be another link pickup for them. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what they're gonna pull off with that. With that being said,
5
let's dive
seconds till
right
the
into the
enemy
game
reaches the
and let's
battlefield.
watch what
Smash them.
unfolds in this best of three script that we have organized between HAVOC and Skykings. That's gonna be Jojo starting onto the blue buff, and he is planning to gank that ranger very early on. And both junglers are gonna be rotating at the same speed, but that's gonna be a farming differential. As we can see, Ben has not yet taken his red completely, whilst Jojo is already handed the life out of the red buff here. That's gonna be a beautiful farming difference coming in on the cool lane. Gamer was always being very aggressive, and that's gonna be an abyssal arrow caught up by them, but that's gonna be Micro stealing up the first blood on the bottom lane onto Rai. That's gonna be a beautiful initiation incoming from Jojo, but he's gonna back away to safety, but he is going to be successful in stealing away that lizard from the hands of Bende, and he has hit that level 4
Blue team
requirement.
hero has
And
been
then we
slain.
see another initiation onto stabbing, and Gojo is gonna fall in the mid lane. Oh, here we see another initiation onto Ben. Ben still not level 4. Ray is still lagging on that EXP lane there, but
Blue team
the
hero
main
has
focus
been
for Super
slain.
Micro right now is onto Ben here. And Ben, oh, Micro
Red team
looking mighty
hero
low.
has been
He's gonna be
slain.
taken very low, but he is gonna survive with one bit of HP there. Gamer being followed by stabbing there, but he is gonna be
Red
zoned
team
out and
hero
taken out
has
by
been
Ray there.
slain.
Now let's move on to the pool lane here. Pool lane, I think that Aizen is dominating in the early game, and so is Jojo. Jojo is at a clear farm differential from its counterpart lane, and already sitting at a comfortable 1-0-0 at the right at the beginning of the match. Here we see no ultimate ability for that just there,
Has
but
been
still
slain.
initiation is always strong. Joy Boy on that high
He
lows,
has slain the
taking
turtle.
his
Team
nose
hero
into the
has
business
been
of people
slain.
and running on that glorious pathway. Whole team is gonna be immobilized on the hands of Stabin there. Stabin doing wonderful work on that Xavier, turning light onto Gamer there. But Gamer is gonna be unfazed by it and is gonna continue clearing up those waves. Let's head on to the top lane where the fight is still ongoing between Aizen and Greedy Gaming. That's gonna be Aizen taking Greedy Gaming very low, and that's gonna be a
Blue team
beautiful
hero has been
engage and a
slain.
takeout of the rumor by Sprite in there. There's gonna be a beautiful disruption force coming in from Joy Boy onto Ben. Ben
Blue
still
team
haven't
hero
reached
has been
level 5, and
slain.
that's gonna be Gamer taking out the life out of Greedy Gaming. Greedy Gaming falls to Gamer XT there, gonna be helping him secure that golden crab. And he's gonna back away from that fight, but Gamer still not really bent on recalling right now, and we can see that there's some fight ongoing in the bottom lane. There's gonna be an inspire used by Rai, but that's gonna be a successful escape by Micro from the hands of HAVOC there. Ben constantly finding ways to initiate, but he is being failed by his team, especially that Atlas is busy, and that's gonna be an immobilize onto Gamer XT, and that's gonna be a beautiful zoning out for him. But stabbing going on, immobilize after immobilize on that, gonna be stealing away that blue camp from Jojo, but that's not gonna give them a clear go ahead for that buff here. And Jojo looking to initiate on to stabbing. That's gonna be a beautiful initiation, but he's gonna be pushed back away. Gamer taken
Red
very
team
low, and
hero
he's gonna
has
be
been
falling
slain.
onto the
Hero
hands of
has
Ben.
been
Ben's gonna fall
slain.
on the hands of Super Surprise in there. Super Surprise and doing the dashes. Saman Force still
Team hero
active,
has been
but
slain.
he has lost the edge, and so has Ray lost his life there in that skirmish. But that's gonna be and tight Berserker's skills onto that, but he is gonna fall,
Killing spree.
giving the chance to Spryzen to secure the kills. Spryzen sitting comfortably on 304 right now, looking mighty to push that lane. And Selena, here we can see she has already started on that turtle, giving his way for his gender to
Has
steal away
slain the
that
turtle.
neutral objective. And Ben might he just,
Blue
just
team turret
very
has been
high
destroyed.
skill diff and rhetoric gap that we can see here. But Gamer is not backing away without a fight. A beautiful disengage there on the hands of Gamer XT. That's gonna be an abyssal arrow connecting onto Ray, and he is gonna fall onto the hands of Gamer, and that's gonna be Jojo taking out another member of HAVOC on the mid lane.
Blue team hero has been
Micro
slain.
doing mighty work on that Beast Unleashed, and probably that lane is gonna fall. Ben's getting caught by that abyssal arrow. He's supposed to use that Tempest of Bliss to escape, but he's not gonna
Blue team
survive for
hero
long as
has
Joy
been
Boy
slain.
takes him down. Gamer
Blue team turret
constantly
has been
wiping those
destroyed.
floor with her abyssal arrow and traps, but he is definitely the one that is doing the most of the rotations for the team and taking care of the jungle monsters as well. While in the midst of that, and Super Micro, although being very low, he's not gonna hell bent on recalling there. Super surprised and using his Jaman Force to zone away that Ranger. Greedy Gaming just forced to back out there from that fight, and Spryzen looking very
Blue team
strong.
turret has
I
been
think two items
destroyed.
might already be completed for that hero, and yes, I am right. He has already completed two items there, and he is looking mighty strong to take this game. Already sitting strong at a 304 score right now, and that's gonna be perhaps a mid lane skirmish ongoing for them. Oh, what a beautiful stun connecting on to Ray there, gamer, and that's gonna be a glorious pathway. Focus to zone away the enemies, and Havoc is gonna fall onto that hands of that Zaman force there. Ben taken very low, and so is the turret,
Red team
and
turret
Ben
has been
is not gonna
destroyed.
survive much longer,
Killing
leaving,
spree.
stabbing off to falling down, and that's gonna be a stun after stun, getting caught
Blue
by
team hero
traps
has
and
been
abyssal
slain.
arrows on the hands of
Red
Gamer
team
XD.
hero
Gamer
has
XD
been
just working on the
slain.
stuns
Blue
like
team
it's
hero has been slain.
easy as fuck. But that's gonna be Sprite and taken down very low, but he is gonna escape. He's not gonna fall very soon. And Greed
Red team
Gaming
has
just working
slain
on the
the
turret
turtle.
while Gamer
Killing spree.
just obliterating the shit out of Stralin there. Holy shit. That's gonna be a very beautiful initiation. A flicker used by Gamer XT to take down Brain, but he is gonna escape with his life this time. And that's gonna be our Death Sonata by Greedy Gaming, focusing on the opponents, but he is not gonna be successful in zoning them out. They are way ahead in farm, and right now, we can see a 9k gold lead from the side of Skykings right now, and Jojo still going strong on that Hayabusa 404. The error is not found in that Hayabusa right now. There's gonna be a shadow kill utilized by Jojo to further zone away the members of Havoc while he deals with this buff invade incoming, and there's gonna be Ray. Oh, what an abyssal arrow caught by Ray there. And that's gonna be painless for him if he just succeeds, but he is not succeeding in that. Micro doing solo engage in the midst of three people, eventually zoning them out, and he is gonna escape from that skirmish. And that's gonna be a very good game for Sky Kings if they keep going at it.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
There's gonna be another abyssal arrow caught on head on by stab in gamer trying to find an initiation, but that's gonna be a side preserver on two sides, two people off, and that's gonna be surprised and using the endless dash on that Zaman force. Oh my god, he hasn't fall. Jojo or Spryzen haven't
Team
called a
base
single
turret has
time
been
yet,
destroyed.
and that's probably gonna be another game and
Team base
scenario for
turret
them.
has been destroyed.
Micro focusing heavily,
Red team
and
hero
he's gonna
has been
sacrifice his
slain.
life inside that base. Sprite is going still strong, but he is taking a lot of turret charge, and he is gonna fall. Jojo, without his ultimate ability, still going strong, and is gonna fall on the hands of Ben. That's gonna be a shutdown and triple kill picked up by Ben. That's a beautiful initiation by Gamer XD, taking stabbing very low, and perhaps he is gonna fall. He is gonna fall on the hands of Gamer XD. There, Gamer XD trying to make a dire escape. He might escape, but he might not as well because Ben has reached that damage output right now that he can deal with the arena right now, and Gamer needs to be careful of his abilities going forward. And Super Micro is doing this work to zone out the members of Havoc there. Skykings. Here's the glorious pathway incoming from Joyboy, zoning away the members of Havoc, and right now Samu Krang is just caught out in a very bad spot there. That's gonna be him being taken out, along with Greedy Gaming taken down very low. That's gonna be dawning light onto three members of Skykings, but that's gonna be no effect and onto them, and Super Micro is just unfazed by the stabbing. And that's gonna be a tower shot taken by. Oh, sheesh. That's gonna be a beautiful Zaman force and a face takedown by Skykings.
Victory!
That calls an end for this BO3 tournament.